everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name's Jack, and today we've got a very small Nexo Knight set. It is one of the more recent Winter Wave Nexo Knights sets for you, and it is the Lance's Twin Jouster. It's a pretty small one, 216 pieces. It is recommended for ages 8 to 14. Set number 70348. Yes, 70348. So, I don't really know much about this set. I kind of just pulled it off the shelves sort of last second for this live stream. And it's one of the sets I wasn't really paying much attention to, but it looks like it's going to be both a flyer and a driver and a detachable thing. I really like this minifig. I think his name is Rogul or something. Anyways, boom, let's check it down at this one over here. And hello everybody, how are you? And if you were looking forward to the live stream yesterday, sorry it didn't happen yesterday. No live stream happened yesterday. I usually do, we really do try to get a live stream out every single weekday, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen yesterday on account of all that snow speeder news. I mean, if you've been following our rumor stuff from our LEGO News weekend episodes, it wasn't really a huge bit of news, and also I'd seen the leaked pictures, which I wasn't allowed to show. Blah 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 blah. But wow, look at what they did. This is how it came out of the box, by the way, this manual. And I tried to flip it around, but the thing was flipped, so I ripped the manual. Already ripped the manual twice, actually, in two different places. Anyways, okay, well, it's got one manual, one horribly put together manual. That's just a fluke. And the stickers are a little bit bent up, but these are the stickers. Decent amount of stickers for not so many pieces. This is remember, a 216 piece set, and the price is like $20. So it's fine. It's a fine part to price ratio, actually. It's just a little bit out there. And anyways, all right. So let's move this thing through. No numbered bags because I just don't think there's enough parts for them to justify that. But there are 3 bags here and then a smaller bag, so technically, I guess 4 bags. Anyways, so yeah, that was why there was no live stream yesterday. We don't like to usually upload more than 2 videos in a day. Like 3 videos, I think, is just too much. So we knew we were going to do the snow speeder stuff because the official news was coming out. So I last minute was like, let's skip the live stream. Blah, blah, blah. And then if you were like one of the first people to jump onto the live stream today, I also didn't have the intro screen. I forgot to click it in. Usually I like to allow just a few minutes for people to kind of fill up during the live stream instead of everyone skipping the unboxing and the opening right in the beginning of the episode, because there'd only be a handful of people to see that. That's why usually we have the 5-minute counter. Booyah! Anyways, I'm opening up all these pieces. We got a decent amount of little parts in here, and this was, once again, I said, a set that I wasn't really paying attention to, and I didn't really know much about, and I kind of just grabbed it off the shelves. But looking at the box, I gotta say, it doesn't look like it doesn't look that good. It's my impression, just right off the bat. I have, just from what I can see from the box pictures, the actual build for this vehicle. So anyways, let's get our minifig built. This is Lance. He's got the sort of white-ish color combo. I know there's orange highlights, but I think all the Nexo Knights have orange highlights on them. So let's see. Let's see if I can find his armor. Got some big, fat armor pieces. I know that's his shield. There's his bot, and there's the bot body. But let's wait on that. Oh, there's the... What the heck is this? Oh, we just got a super chat donation from Clone Commander GT86. What's the biggest set you have? Thanks for the donation, Clone Commander GT. And the biggest set we have, in terms of parts, in terms of actual pieces, I think it might be the Ghostbuster Firehouse headquarters. The Death Star is getting up there. The Bucket Wheel Excavator is the biggest for Technic, but not the biggest for main sets in general. Big Ben had a lot of pieces. biggest single set. I think in terms of parts, I think the Ghostbuster Firehouse headquarter is the biggest one we have. All right, here we go. I finally found his armor piece. There it is. Okay, not bad, not bad. It's a different shape than the original, the first series of Nexo Knight sets, which had sort of more rounded pauldrons. These ones are kind of cut off a little bit. I'm going to show you guys up close what all of this stuff looks like ahead of time, or sorry, at the end, not ahead of time. And yeah, there's his ridiculous helmet visor. It looks pretty cool actually, with the all that neon orange and stuff, and it goes kind of wraps around the entire head here. So he's going to have his swan power. What is the, I don't know the name of this. I was looking, I last second before the stream started, I tried to look up the name of this Nexo power, and I just didn't give myself enough time to do that. So if anybody knows the name of this power, let me know. It looks like a swan. And I know last year they had a chicken power. I don't play the games or anything. I don't know much about the actual Nexo powers themselves. But yeah, they call it chicken power. And this is just a picture of a swan, so this, or a duck or something. It's either duck power or chicken power. Or it might just have like a ridiculous name like flight attack, or I don't know. It might have a less obvious name. Now, technically, there's two lances, and these lances, these are supposed to be lances, by the way, within the set. We're making two of them because they're supposed to go onto either side of the front of the vehicle, but it does tell me in the instruction manual right now that this can also act as his as one of his weapons, which I gotta say, I'm just not a big fan of these massive Lego built weapon accessories. They just don't. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, so like, look, this is the reason why I don't think any of those ultimate minifigs did that well last year or last season with Nexo Knights. They made all those ultimate minifig packs because the guy just can't stand. Like no way is Lance going to be able to stand up with that. Let's see. Realistically, I'm going to see if I can get Lance to stand with this thing in his hand on his own. There we go. That's how he balances. Whoop-de-doo. I just don't get that. But that's just me. And you could put two of them in his hands if you really wanted to. But I wouldn't recommend it. He doesn't really look very intimidating when he's all bent back like that. Okay, so there's the second lance. These are gonna come. This is gonna come out of his hand. Actually, this is gonna go onto the. This is gonna go onto the build later. But let's get this guy together. And this is just such a cool piece. The light isn't actually that great. Sort of showing you guys right now, but this piece. I'll show everything closer at the end, guys. I'll show everything closer at the end. But okay. Is there a front and back to this? It looks kind of no. It looks pretty much like the exact same thing on both sides. Yeah. It's a mirror image, so there is no real front or back to this. This is it just looks so good though. And then let's see. Let's find his evil head. This is Rogul. He's just got black eyes. Oh, he's got he's got yellow eyes here, and then like lightning eyes in the back, which is pretty cool. Boom. How's it going, Mike? Mike's coming in the door. Oh snap! We got boxes. We're gonna have a Lego haul video, I think next week. Yeah, probably next week. We've been making a ton of orders, and yeah, we're gonna have a lot of stuff coming in for you guys. We're building this little. Honestly, I'm looking at the box of this, and I don't know if it's gonna be that good of a set. I like the minifig. I like this guy. I have a feeling this is already gonna be my favorite part of the set.
Oh, that's cool.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I know, right? It's like Rogul, I think is his name.
Right, I like the mold for this.
Yeah, right? It's actually mirrored on both sides. Like good. It looks like it would twist around.
Remember those gargoyle wings from the previous Next Night set?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The big, like...
those together would be super cool.
Yeah, right? Those gargoyle, like, with the mold and the...
I can't wait to have, like, a Nexo battle in our city or something. Because those guys just look like they're just... The Nexo Knights, I think their best part are their bad guys, I think. Are you opening it right now?
You can tape it back.
Oh, wait. Oh, I know what that is. I know what it is. It's not even, it's, yep, that's gonna be a live stream for sure. How many pieces is that?
358.
358. We got a 358 piece set in the mail. That was a package Mike just brought in. Who can guess what it is? That'll be a good one. Who can guess what it's a new set, pretty new.
Don't spoil.
I mean, it's also power of deduction based on like the sets we've done from our most recent. That's a pretty good bit of info though, like because it's not easy to search sets by part number. 358?
Yes.
358. So Mike came in the door with a 358 piece set, one of the newer ones.
Did you answer the donation?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And our biggest set,
you have?
I said it was probably the Ghostbusters Firehouse headquarters.
Yeah,
I think it is.
Second biggest. Third biggest.
Third biggest? Okay.
Taj Mahal, Falcon, and Ghostbusters Firehouse.
Okay, yeah. So we have the third biggest in the world, but it's the biggest in the set.
And next, I think, is Big Ben, or the Bucket Wheel.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Or Disney Castle is 480 pieces.
Oh, is Disney Castle 480?
4,080 pieces. I think it's 4 or
That's a lot, man. Okay. I did not know.
We have like most of the biggest one except the top 2.
Okay.
I think.
Oh, interesting. So
And the Death Star is like...
now this Lance bot has a slightly... I like this, where you put like a stud with a hole in the center, and then you have like an arrow that can clip onto his back. That's new. That's good. Does Lance bot also come with a sword? No. Okay. I liked it when the other bots had like swords. I think that was like a clay bot or something. Anyways, now we're actually building. So we got the minifigs done, by the way. It's Lance and all these 3 guys. Booyah, they're out. I'm moving them. Well, just maybe you can see them in the corner, kind of. But now let's get this thing actually on the road. Here we go. How's everybody doing today? You guys think it's the Ford GT set? No, it is not the Ford GT set. Oh, wait, I saw it. William Treball Kirsch. Sorry, I destroyed your name. And I don't know, I just looked up. There might have been other people saying it. Yeah, A-Wing. It is the A-Wing. Yep, I'm seeing multiple people say A-Wing. You are correct. We've got the A-Wing just in the mail. I'm super stoked because the new Lando looks awesome. I don't know if it's going to beat Cloud City Lando because that guy had such a cool, like, double-colored cape. Yeah, right? It's super nice outside.
Super nice, like, it's not too warm, it's a beautiful sunny day with some clouds, but it just adds some
it's
flavor
like,
to the sky.
It's really easy to work long days in the office when it's cloudy outside, like...
But today is like,
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
We're like, all the like blinds closed, and like, just, the cave.
The cave! Anyways, yeah, so... Legos are awesome, but outside is awesome too.
Outside. I heard so.
Well, the last 2 days were like really cloudy and kind of like not really a whole lot going on.
It's crazy nowadays with the weather. Like.
Yeah, so.
Cloud, rain, sun, cloud, rain, sun.
Exactly. Yeah, you're like, okay, it's spring because they tell me it's spring on the radio, not because it actually.
Like, I can make up my mind.
Actually, no. Today does feel like spring though. Today actually feels like the first real day of spring.
No, it's
well, the second.
Dude, the weekend was the first day.
Okay, the weekend.
The weekend was super sunny.
But was the weekend the spring still? Wasn't it like?
Yeah, 21st.
Oh, the 21st.
Or to the 20th.
Oh, the 20th. That was like Sunday, right?
Right.
Okay, so my mistake. Okay, yeah. So that was Monday, right?
It was nice and sunny.
See, that's what I'm saying. So the weekend technically still wasn't spring. Okay. So we're getting a lot of these nice light orange highlights. I like that we're getting these slope pieces in orange. That's a good color to have in orange. BB-8 custom builds. I don't know, everybody. No, I'm just. We wanted to order BB-8 stuff. We should.
We should get the one from Miro.
There's so many good ones out there. Miro's is really good too. Yeah. We want to build a custom BB-8. There's just so many good designs. Oh, does he?
Yeah.
We should email him.
Did you like preview this?
I don't know.
I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah. I know that he's been working with guys on like getting more stuff turned into manuals and stuff. Like that was what what he was talking about when he was in the studio. I know, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right, yeah, and we're getting a lot of these parts, by the way. This is actually, wait, no, I think the assembly square had this in dark blue. Am I mistaken, or did they just have it in gray? This might be a new color for this this new cornered tile piece, a relatively recent addition to the Lego arsenal of parts. That is an interesting point. Hola! Hola from Daniel de la Hera Garcia. I'm kind of jealous of people that have like really long names. You know how people have like 3 middle names and like, you know, I am so and so the third, or you know, that kind of stuff, or just having like all these different names. That's kind of I always get jealous. It's like, what's that guy from Princess Bride that had that great sort of line where he had this really, really long name and he'd always introduce himself with like this really long name. Anyways, one day I'll get a long name too. Actually, I don't think it works like that. All right, bam. Pretty good, not bad. All right, moving on through. This is one of the builds where I feel like the turning of the manual pages is actually one of the most frequent things you do. It only ever asks you to put on like 1 or 2 pieces per step. It's not one of those sets where it's saying, do this, and this on this one step. It really asks you to kind of just move it through very, very easily, quickly, and which cross piece? Okay, whoa. Oh, I see. Oh wait, it didn't ask me to flip it over. I don't know why I flipped it over. Okay. Uh-huh. So, I hope this is good, but I gotta say, the aesthetic, like when I was looking at this thing on the outside, I don't think it looks like too cool. The split apart function feels a little bit weird, just looking at what the 2 different vehicles look like when they're split apart. So, I'm just forewarning you guys, the set is not, it doesn't look like it's gonna be like the coolest thing ever.
Well,
I think there was a reason why it's one of the last...
the last set I was about to pick.
Yeah, there was a reason why it was like the last Nexo Night set left on our shelves. We're just kind of like...
Yeah, no. Not this time, no.
Sorry, guys.
We can officially call it a leftover.
It's not... I mean, I wouldn't say it's a leftover. I would say this is a set that I'm probably not going to like a whole lot, and then you can at least judge my attitude on it. Because I feel like I've gotten comments and stuff in the videos before where people are like, you just like every single set. And I'm just like, no, I don't. I'll say bad things about them, or I'll be like, yeah, I don't really like it, but it won't like mess up my mood for the day, you know? Like, I feel like sometimes when people review stuff online, it's like, if you're not like visibly upset about it, then like you liked it or something. And that's not really the case, not for me. Okay. So it looks like this thing is just gonna... What? Oh, weird. Okay. Is this happening? Oh, wow. That's a really interesting way that they attach the wheel, though. We've got some pins on here, and the pins are in order to have a little bit of friction to put the bar through. So there's yet another pin that's a slightly longer tip. Sorry. I don't know how interesting you think it is, but that's actually a pretty... It's a different way. I've never seen a wheel attached quite the way they decided to have it. That works super well. Actually, hey guys, maybe I prejudged this. This is actually a really good connection. Yeah, and it's kind of rounded. This is actually kind of a good piece for a wheel. It doesn't have a lot of friction on it, but it's rounded a little bit on the edges, which is better than some of those flat tire pieces. So anyways, that's actually, I kind of like that. Let that be a lesson to you guys. Don't judge a book by its cover. But let that also be a lesson to you. This set isn't done building yet, so it can still be bad. Still be bad. Also,
Someone's in a good mood today.
I am. Well, I am because well, I just got a bunch of stuff done yesterday, but
Yeah, dude, we're working crazy.
yeah, but I was talking with Charlie this morning, and I've got an idea on just like some extra episodes that we can add as like a weekly thing that'll be easy to do, and I already put them on the calendar actually.
Oh, nice.
It's not gonna mess with any of our normal weekly scheduled stuff, but it should be, I don't know, just like fun little episodes. Might have a regular addition to our, you know, we've got Sunday news. Yeah, and then we've got Monday this and Friday that and Thursday this. I mean, we don't really announce that. We just try to keep like a pretty basic schedule. What the heck? Oh, that makes sense. Boom. Okay, so that's in there. All right. All right, all right. Oh, we're doing a same sort of build on the other side. I hope you guys can see my hand. Sometimes I look down and then I look back up and I'm like, ah, what did I do? But I think we're good now. Oh, wait. No, we're not. No, we're not. Anyways, if you guys are tuning in now-ish, just now, this is one of the smallest Nexo Night sets of the entire 2017 Winter Wave release. It is 216 pieces. It sells for $20, 20 euro, or 15 pounds, which makes it a pretty good part-to-price ratio across the board. It's a pretty easy to get set. Included are Lance. That's like the guy, the character. If you like Lance, this is his set. The Lance, yeah. He's the dude. He's the dude in this set. And then our bad guy. Oh yeah. See this? You have to pull these Technic pieces apart. There we go. Now it spins. Woo! That actually, I gotta say, it is a pretty satisfying roll because it feels different from what you normally get from sets. Usually it's these wheels. Oh, sorry about that. It's these plastic, like really serrated ones because they need some sort of friction or traction, or they're rubber. And rarely do they let anything ride around on these nice smooth ones. So that's a different approach, which I can appreciate. All right, hopefully the rest of the set is decent. So anyways, yeah, so this is one of the smaller sets. It's pretty cheap. Definitely one of the easier ones to get, but not, I don't think it's very impressive in looks. I can at least say that now before I finish it, based on what I've seen from the box. It is not the most impressive looking set. Okay, yeah. And it's kind of, yeah, it feels kind of strong. It feels a little bit like, maybe it'll get a little bit more reinforced. Okay. Every Lego coffee cup ever made. Was that a suggestion for a video? What? I just looked up and saw that statement. Like, I don't know if that was supposed to be. Oh, here we go. Stickers. Is this one sticker? Oh no, it's not. It's two different stickers. Okay. I don't know why we're adding stickers to this piece now. It was fine last season as a windshield piece without stickers, but this time Lego decided that they wanted it on this little pointed part. All right, so there's one. Guess we're doing stickers now. I do like the little targeting system bit on this. It does look okay. Let me show you guys in just a second what I'm talking about. Oh. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's got like a, hope that was an okay sticker job. It's not really focusing that well. And this camera has tough time focusing on these colors. The colors that we're looking at right now are just, they're hard. They're hard. This and red, like the neon orange and like the red and stuff, not friendly to the cameras, I should say. And this point should, oh, there we go. That's where it's gonna fit on. All right, and I think it's asking me to, all right, so this actually might be, wait a second. I think it's not asking me to do this in the manual yet, but I think this is what it's for. You're supposed to attach your lances to the front. See, this is what I'm talking about. I think this is one complete vehicle right here. They didn't even, like, this is supposed to attach in and be like kind of hidden away within the rest of the build, but like, really? Like, that's supposed to be an okay finish to a vehicle? Okay. Anyways, I'm moving this out of the shot, and we're starting the next one. So this is gonna fit on, yeah, it's gonna fit on like this. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we've got this sort of tile piece. It's usually used as like a flag, but this time it is not. It's gonna be used as something else. So that is, there's a couple of repurposed uses of parts here that I think can be appreciated, just like within the internal structure. You know, the fact that we're getting a set that's essentially 2 vehicles that can like morph. Like that's nice, like in theory. And the fact that we get it at just about 200 parts is cool. The price you're going to pay, though, is the fact that the vehicles, I don't think, are going to look that great. Oh, there it is. I thought that was another 1x2. Will you be live streaming on May the 4th? That's a good question. Probably, yeah. I think we will.
Oh, wait. No.
What time is what?
It's going to be earlier. Early access.
Do they ever? Oh, wait a second. Oh, right. You know what I forgot to mention in the Snowspeeder video yesterday, guys? If you watched the Snowspeeder episode, like, hey, they revealed all the official pictures for it and all that stuff. I forgot to mention that the Snowspeeder is going to be available for VIP members on April 29th, yes. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, April 29th. So
yeah, they want.
So we are going to be doing, we'll probably be doing a live stream of the Snowspeeder on that day, probably right after we buy it. We're going to just like come back here and do a live stream of it. But we might live stream on May the 4th because you know what's going to happen is VIPs are going to be getting it early on the 29th, but we're probably not going to have access to whatever the exclusive May the 4th minifig is going to be happening. So maybe we will go back to the store and get something. Gosh, it's probably going to be like a $75 minimum. I'm just guessing. I have no idea. They haven't announced what the minifig is. They haven't announced how much you're going to have to pay. But that's usually how they do it. May the 4th is going to have an exclusive minifigure, and the minifigure you can only get if you pay like 50 or 75 bucks. I bet you anything. That's usually how they did it in the past. I think last year was 75. And last year's minifig wasn't that cool. I think he was just like that first order stormtrooper thing. Like I don't even think he was any good. Hopefully they do. Some of them are good. Some of them May the 4th. I want a chrome Phasma. If they have a chrome Phasma fig on Star Wars May the 4th as the exclusive, I'm gonna be going and oh dang it, I put that on the wrong side. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be getting that. So anyways, Jack, can you read my comments? Well, I read that one. It's just so funny. I always find it like really funny where it's like somebody will ask a question and I'm like not looking, and then they'll ask another question and I'm like still not looking, and then they'll say like, hey, I'm asking you a question, and then I'll look up and see that and then look back down again and then I don't see the question. I mean, it's the it's like the yeah, like a watched pot never boils, and I don't know, like there's so many expressions to describe that feeling of like you're doing something and then you just keep waiting and you keep waiting and like it never happens. And then as soon as you say something about it, that's when it's like, oh, if you just done it one more time. So yeah, I looked down again. I don't know if you said anything. Chrome Phasma would be amazing. Not funny, Jack. Oh, that's the same person. It is kind of funny. I read your comment a second time. Alright, sorry, I'm just in a good mood today. Okay, I don't know what the heck we're doing here. This is gonna be, maybe, it's not attached to anything. Something's gotta, and then we're just covering it up. See, oh, this is gonna push it out. I see, this is the plunger that's supposed to be ejecting one vehicle from the next. I thought it was going to be for something else, but I thought wrong. Okay. See you later. All right. And now we're building onto this side. All right. What am I looking for? Okay. There's only a handful of pieces left. Only a handful. It doesn't even look like remotely close to being done. There's like nothing really going on here. But according to this, it's like, oh yeah, you've only got a few pieces left. Oh, here we go. More reinforcement here with the joints. So this is going to be both a flying vehicle and a driving vehicle, and my argument, based on what I saw from the box, is that it's not really going to look much like a flying vehicle or a driving vehicle, either one of them. they're going to kind of be this weird halfway complete looking thing. Because that's just kind of how it looks from the box. Sorry. Okay. So we're getting this thing in here. It is strong though. This is a really solid build. I mean, this is probably going to be one of those sets where you can just drop the thing and most of it will be fine. It won't like break off or do anything crazy. I have a feeling that's probably going to be the case. Okay. Yep. These parts are just, oop, they're just coming right on. No real effort, I suppose. No strange techniques used. There was that odd connection in the beginning, the way the wheels, that wheel in the middle and the back sort of fit on, which was actually pretty cool. I thought it was actually a good connection. But other than that, this thing is going on through and through. We're almost done with the stickers too, which is nice. And yeah. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second, which side is this supposed to be on? Oh yeah, it's supposed to be on this side. I almost built it the wrong way. Is there any info on the May the 4th minifigure yet? No, there is not. I wish there was info. Well, to be fair, I'm not like the most well-connected inner circle person within like, not at all. Not even, I'm not even close. Every now and then I'll get an email from like people at LEGO being like, hey, there's some information coming, you should put it in your news, which is nice to get. But that happens. It doesn't even happen every week. Like it really is like, it's not like a super regular like super thing. I mean, to be fair, sometimes I get emails about stuff early and I'm just like, I don't even want to report on that. It doesn't seem like, you know, like super relevant stuff. But of course, if it has anything to do with like exclusive figs and things like that, I'm pretty much always there to report on it. And no, I have not heard. I could ask around, but I don't know. And even then, if it's not like officially confirmed, then usually I don't report on it also. Or unless the rumor is like a super good rumor, as in, because there's tons of rumors flying around, but a lot of the time they just end up not being true. For the most part, here I only ever report on a rumor if the people that are supplying the rumor are like 99.99999% sure that it's actually going to happen. In fact, that's the way most of the LEGO news people kind of do it. I haven't seen anything pop up on a website like the Brick Fan or Brick Set or something. If they post a rumor, it's because like they're sure it's gonna happen. Yeah, they never post something up and they're like, oh, this could or couldn't happen. Like if it's on like a legit news website for LEGO, like, I mean, not owned by LEGO, but yeah, usually that means it's gonna happen. And so far, I haven't seen any good juicy rumors about the May the 4th minifig. It is kind of getting close, though. I feel like we will be hearing something soon. We'll be hearing something very soon about that minifig. And I'm just hoping it's Phasma. Chrome Phasma. We already got a Chrome Stormtrooper as a May the 4th exclusive, so like I feel like they might not do that. Just because they've already done something that's like a Chrome Trooper. But Phasma is actually deserving of it. Phasma, I mean, her armor's Chrome. She should have a Chrome minifig. That would be awesome. Eventually it will happen. But there's no guaranteeing that it's going to happen soon. I kind of hope it's more of a classic fig from like the original trilogy. Or from like the extended universe, like I don't know. I feel like we could get a oh, come on, let's just get a Dash Rendar fig. They eventually have to give in to the Nintendo 64 people. It was like a really good Star Wars game called Shadows of the Empire, and you played from this character's perspective, Dash Rendar, who kind of was like doing a bunch of stuff in the background. It'd be so cool if we got like a legit Dash Rendar minifig. But then we'd want to get his Outrider ship. That was actually the first thing I looked up when I was looking at the minifigs. What kind of minifigs are in the Snowspeeder set? I wasn't sure, but I was just like, oh, could it be Dash Rendar? Like, was it Dash? Because he was in the Snowspeeder. He was in the Battle of Hoth, and I was hoping it was going to be a Dash Rendar pilot, but it's not. It's not him. I think somebody said who it is. I can't remember. I read it this morning, and then I forgot. But it's not Dash. La da da da. Sucker European football. Someone says, Jack, please notice me. From Robin. I looked up at the screen only like once or twice in the last few minutes. Please notice me. You have been noticed. All right. Moving on through here. So we're almost done. This is supposed to be like its flying mode, I'm pretty sure. Which I just don't get at all. Whoa, what? I didn't even notice this piece in the beginning. This is like a crane. What? What? What is happening? Alright. We're about to find out. Ooh, and we got some little... I like these gold pieces. These are really common nowadays. These really weren't that around that often, but I think LEGO has been producing a ton of them. Here we go. You can fit it onto there. And I'm going to assume, yeah, that another one kind of fits in there. And the second arm goes on, right, okay. Oh, this is kind of like a cockpit frame thing that's going to fold up and down. But it's got this other piece that wiggles around here. Interesting, okay, I'm done. That's... Okay, hey, the last two pieces that need stickers. Last two pieces. Nice. Okay. And make sure I don't put them on upside down. Oop. And make sure I put them on kind of at least a little bit straight on. All right. And yes, these are the kind of little sort of shield insignias. They look all right. These actually kind of look okay where they're placed. It's so weird that this thing is like almost done though. It looks like it's halfway there, and I'm almost out of parts. What? What is this? I'm putting like these exhaust pieces. Are they just gonna stick out? What is happening? I don't even know how or why this connection is working the way it is. So I've got these exhaust parts sticking off to the back, but like they don't look like... Am I just not seeing their final purpose or something? Oh wow, it's not actually that. Kind of put them in offset. There we go. There we go. There it is. Okay. What? That's it? That's just the... Why? Why are they connected? Okay, I don't know. I'm like, I don't get why they have that as the actual design. Okay, and then this is gonna fit through here. I'm assuming. Okay. Right? Yeah. Okay, and so this is gonna have our wheels. Our meals on wheels. Okay. There it is. And they've done this before on other Nexo Knight sets, but I just think having like the 4 stud rounded 2x2 thing out is like the detailing. I just think that looks bad. I don't think that looks any good. Let's do the same thing for the other side. Okay, fit that in, get our wheel on, and get the 2x2. Okay, so that's on. Are you kidding me? Okay, what? That's this thing. Okay, so like I'm done. I'm done. Okay. Let's put them together. I'm done putting like sort of the final thing. They're running flick missiles. Oh, this is so ridiculous. Okay, so the flick missiles go in right on either side here, like kind of by the. Oh, and the wheels kind of like this looks all right, I guess, from the back. I guess so. The wheels are supposed to look like the jet flame stuff, and that's why they have them as the detailing. But what? Okay, and then I think yeah. All right. So this is it. So you lift this bad boy up, and you get the first half of the building here. And okay, yeah, and so there's some clips, so that it stays together, and this is it. All right, interesting. So we just finished. It's so strange though. What? Okay, yeah. And then I'm assuming, yeah, and then you would open it up. I'm playing around with it. I haven't actually gotten that play function to work. So you take the wings apart. They can actually snap back here and they stay in place. And then, like realistically, oh, I messed up. Why does this thing not work? Oh, you know, I just have to push it harder because it's connected by a bunch of points. So you just, yeah. Then it pops off. I kind of like the way it pops off, but what? This is such a strange, so strange. Okay. So anyways, let's get the whole thing put back together. And let's get the minifigs out here. And I'm just making sure that this is all in the same spot. So you can actually do a few different things with it. Or you can pose it in a few different places. The bot here, the Lance bot, is controlling from the back. Yellow. How's it going?
Are you streaming?
I'm streaming, bro.
It's cool looking.
I don't know. It's not that cool. Okay, so let me zoom out, guys, and I'm going to show you guys the entire set. It is officially done. And, yeah, that was my brother just walking in. But here we go. So here it is. Here's the whole thing. I didn't actually put Lance in. This thing is weird. It's like, oh, what? Okay, I see what that's for. So you can add this in here. You can take the shield off. You can take the shield off of Lance's thing, and it actually, oh, it's kind of an annoying attachment. This is what it's for. So this has kind of got this posable 1 by 2 by something. And it fits in there. So the shield fits. I thought this was supposed to be like a roll cage for the cockpit, but it really isn't. And then it's kind of annoying because to get Lance inside, he barely fits behind that windscreen. But here it is, the entire set, and it's also got the pilots in everywhere. So this is the Lance. What is it called? Lance's twin Jouster. So twin, as in I think 2 vehicles. And like all these vehicles, there usually is a bot that helps you kind of move the whole thing around. And underneath, we've got this back wheel doesn't have any. It's too high up, so it doesn't roll around. It's rolling around on these 2 big wheels in the back, and then the smooth one here in the front. In the front here, we've got 2 of Lance's big Lances, and technically speaking, you're supposed to be able to just grab one out, and like Lance can hold one. Oh wow, they're really stuck in there. But it, first of all, doesn't look that great, and it's like kind of impossible for the minifig to hold without falling over. So the thing's always just going to be kind of resting on the ground. But anyways, this is. I think this build for the vehicle actually looks okay. The actual build for this thing. The spears rest right above the ground. If you're riding this thing around on a carpet, really good chance that like the fluffiness from the carpet is going to kind of like catch the front, and then you're going to have to drive this thing around doing a wheelie the whole time. And actually a wheelie's just fine. There's some smooth-ish areas on the back to do kind of ride around like this, which is fine. But here's the main function. Here's the main function of the set. You can open up the wings like this, and yes, they're supposed to be wings. And you can actually, it says in the instructions, you can try to ride it around like this, but the wheels here no longer work like that. You can, I guess, ride it around like this. I didn't even think about that. You can ride, you can do that. But yeah, it looks a little bit funny. I almost think this looks better as a flying vehicle like this. So like Lance is flying around like this. The main part that I think a lot of you guys probably will notice is that the wings are super wide. In fact, they're wider from top to bottom than they are from front to back, if you can see that. I mean, this is not even including the wheels. I still think that they're wider from top to bottom, which, I mean, in your mind's eye, you kind of know that doesn't make any sense. Like, you know, a plane could never fly like that. Because it's basically you've got walls in front of you instead of actual wings that are giving you lift. So it looks a little bit weird. From a top-down view, it kind of reminds me of like an X-wing or like a starfighter, like the Headhunter or something, the Z95. It kind of, I don't know, not really, but yeah. So it's weird. It's weird because like this doesn't make any sense. There's also, we've got some flick missiles in the back on either side of the wings. Those just fit in. Those just fit in pretty easily, and it looks okay from the back. The wheels, that was a little bit clever with the wheels and the those orange pieces kind of looking like sort of jet propulsion. This is the plunger. We've got exhaust pieces, and it can fold up and down for no particular reason. Can straight out, or it says to have it kind of tilted up. I think that's just a nicer angle. Let's see if I can shoot it out. So the thing is flying. The thing is flying, and then you just kind of push it. It actually really does pop out, which is kind of nice. And the reason why it pops so much is because there's 2 Technic pins of tension, which is more than 1. So you kind of have to push a little bit harder, and then when it finally does pop out, it shoots a little bit further. So let me just do that one more time for you, and then I'll show you how this thing flies around on its own. Yeah, see, it like actually really shoots out, which is kind of cool. This thing on its own, awful. Look at the back of this. Look at the back of that. I mean, yeah, okay, it's supposed to fit in. Like, you know, it's a 200-piece set for $20, and you get 2 vehicles, 1 flying, 1 driving. That's a lot. But this is the price that you pay, that your vehicles look a little bit funky, and they don't really look like they're completely done being built. I mean, that's really what it looks like. There's no getting around that. It just doesn't look finished in the back. And that's because it wouldn't have fit any other way. But now the thing rides around. It's riding around solely on those smooth pieces that usually are not ever used for wheel pieces. But they actually track surprisingly well. You can lean the bike around from side to side a lot, which is a good fun sort of play feature. I'm always a big fan of leaning your motorcycle from side to side. That's always a big fun part of having a motorcycle and a toy motorcycle. And wait, before I get into the minifigs, let me just show you what this thing. So this thing, you fold this down. I'm going to assume. I don't know what else you could. Can you pull it back? No, you don't want to pull it back. Sorry, So this thing, I'm going to assume, yeah, you push it down like this. And yeah, and then you can fly it. This is supposed to fly around. And yeah, so it's all this exposed Technic. None of the detailing here looks really great. There's even like these weird opening pieces, like in the wing walls. It kind of looks okay from the top. I'll give you that. It looks all right from the top as like from a bird's eye view. But yeah, then you don't realize that this thing is just like a big chunk. This could kind of work as like a spaceship, but like, yeah, it doesn't really look like much. And yeah, so anyways, the vehicles don't really impress me a whole lot. They tried to do a lot in a very small set, which is commendable as an attempt, but they just don't look that good. So I'm gonna zoom in and I'm gonna show you guys the minifigs. Okay, so here's Lance. See how close I can get this thing without the camera wigging out. I feel like the camera doesn't focus quite as well with these highlighted orange. Oh, there's his face. These highlighted orange colors. So there's Lance's first expression. He looks pretty confident, pretty happy, and then, well, just as confident, just as happy, but with also a wink. So there's Lance. Shows his kind of peppy personality, and he's got this. I do like the actual visor piece. It goes kind of all the way around the helmet. And let me take the helmet off, actually, and also the head off. Show you the rest of the body. So there's the detailing underneath. Looks pretty similar to a lot of the other Nexo Knight stuff. I mean, his horse, he's got the horse as his sort of shield-bearing stuff, and that's what he looks like there. Let me put this back on. So Lance is pretty complete. The one thing that doesn't really work is his weapon. It's almost like he doesn't come with a weapon, because I feel like a lot of the time you're not going to want to break off. This is supposed to be, you can put one, or I guess two in his hands. Also that shield power. The Swan shield power. Once again, I forgot the name of this. I think it looks like a duck, or like a goose. Actually, wait a second. It looks like a Canadian goose, because it's got like the little white marking. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, maybe this is a Canadian goose. Okay, sorry. I'm going off trail. This is the Lance bot. Everybody comes with their own bots, and so the Lance bot is, of course, with the colors for Lance's horse thing in the back. And instead of coming with a sword or something like some of the other bots do, he's got a arrow on his back, or a spear tip or something. Same old bot faces though, the no mouth, and then the smiling mouth missing a tooth. Kind of funny creatures. I still think that these are the only guys. These are special foot pieces made for them, and I don't know if they've been released in any other set. I think these are still just for Lance bots. And then this is the cool guy. This is the guy that we like. Wow, that color changes up so much compared to him. This is, I think his name is Rogul. So Rogul's got, oh, I moved him around and then, there we go, it didn't focus. So here's Rogul. Tons of electric detailing and stuff, and some kind of, looks like a symbol, like a spell or something on his chest. And then I think that's all just lightning detailing on his back. Pretty good. And then he's also got his alternate expression is the lightning for his eyes. So actually I think that looks a little bit better. I think it's more fitting for his character. Let me just flip it back around, and come on. If you don't move for a little bit, then the camera kind of like refocuses properly. But there we go. Now he's back in focus. But I think the main cool thing that you guys probably noticed is Rogul's crazy piece that he's got here that makes up his bottom. No other minifig is like this. No other minifig comes with this part. So this is an exclusive piece just to the minifig, and an exclusive minifig just to this set. So this is the coolest part about the set. This minifigure, I think, is because he just looks really good, whereas the vehicle doesn't actually have a lot of looks going for it. He's got a lightning staff, and that pretty much completes the guy, and that also completes the set as sort of a total complete review. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom this thing back out one more time. Final thoughts is I still think the set is, I mean, as a playset, as a pure playset, I think the actual play functions work. The pop-out function works. The vehicle is built well. The flick missiles work just fine. The folding and everything works. Personally, I just don't think it looks very good, and it looks really incomplete because you don't have that many parts, and you don't have, you know, the back of the vehicle looks really awful for Lance's bike. It looks like it's just not a finished product, and the inside of the wings and stuff just look also kind of incomplete and just sort of ugly. So the vehicle itself I don't think looks that great, but the play functions work just fine. And for a $20 set, you are technically still getting two vehicles. The vehicles morph, and they have firing functions and stuff like that. So there is a lot happening. And if you are into maybe just the play factor, this set could still be something that you might want to get. But there's definitely a lot more sort of cool things that you could possibly pick up that just look a little bit cooler. They have made some much more interesting looking vehicles from the Nexo Knight series and Ninjago and stuff like that. But ultimately, yeah, those are my final thoughts. I'm going to be switching back to camera number this one. And all right, so that is it for this set review. This was Lance's Twin Jouster, set number 70348. Sells for $20 or €20 or 15 pounds. And I'd give it sort of like a not such a good grade on looks, but you know, pretty decent marks on all other factors. It's good in play, and it's good in part to price. You know, it's good in parts and prices. So that's it. This is a really cool minifig. I really like the way this guy is looking. just in general. He's a pretty cool looking dude. And that's that. So anyways, thank you so much for tuning in for our live stream. Sorry that we didn't have a live stream yesterday. We will have a live stream tomorrow. And you can look forward to our news on Saturday and mock news on Sunday. I think Mike is doing news this Saturday, and he might actually be doing the live stream tomorrow. We haven't actually figured it out. But anyways, that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed our content, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.